Ever wondered what it takes to back Wonder Woman into a corner? The answer might surprise you. A rat. Yeah, a freaking rat. But this is no ordinary rat. In Wonder Woman #25, Diana isn't facing a physical threat, but a psychological terror crafted by the Mouse Man. She's trapped in a battle within her own subconscious, forced to confront her greatest nightmare, all alone. We all know Batman has a plan for every situation. But what's his plan when he's old, has nothing, and is sentenced to death by the gods? Oof. Welcome 20 years into the future. The world no longer belongs to humanity. It's ruled by the masters of Olympus. In this new world, an old Bruce Wayne isn't a hero, but a traitor sentenced to be executed by hanging. With a golden rope glowing hot on his neck, we don't see the detective, just a resigned Bruce Wayne. When the executioner asks for his final words, he doesn't beg for mercy. He has only one message on his mind, a desperate whisper for Diana. Wonder Woman knows. The rope tightens and a loud snap echoes. What's more terrifying for Wonder Woman than a monster? The answer, watching a mother die right in front of her, while the only hope lies with a girl who's too scared to even speak. Our story continues in the present. Diana finds a badly injured woman whose pink-haired daughter can only mutter a strange phrase over and over like a mantra. Mice have ears, Mouse Man knows. This isn't just a physical fight, it's a war of psychological terror where anyone could be a spy. While holding baby Lizzie Prince, Diana is in a race against time. She pleads with the girl to tell her where a doctor is to save her mother. But the girl is trapped in her own fear, her mouth seemingly locked by Mouse Man's doctrine. With the gentleness and patience of a goddess, Diana tries to break down that wall of trauma, word by word, convincing her to trust. Just as she's about to succeed, the door opens. It's not a doctor, but the Cat Squad, and they're unexpected allies. They know who Wonder Woman is, and they've come with the same goal, to fight the threat of the mice. They approach the girl not as an enemy, but as family, reminding her that they raised her and want to help her fight back against Mouse Man. What seemed like a tense confrontation now turns into an alliance. Wonder Woman is no longer alone. She's just found some heavily armed backup in her war against the Mouse Man. Well, things just got interesting. You think a dark sewer is the safest place to hide? Think again. That's exactly where the real monster silently waits. Along with the Cat Squad, Diana leads the survivors through damp, suffocating underground tunnels. Her allies have warned her that this place is extremely dangerous, the territory of the Mouse Men. But the enemy they face isn't just a simple squad, it's pure terror that can emerge from underwater at any moment. Without warning, the giant rat monster explodes from the water's surface, snatching one of the squad members in the blink of an eye. Panic erupts, shots are fired, but to no avail. Amidst the chaos, Diana makes a quick decision. She hands over baby Lizzie to the others. "I'll handle this rat," she says, bracing for a fight. But this isn't a fight that can be won with punches. After making sure the others have time to escape, Diana does the unexpected. She allows herself to be swallowed by the monster. She hasn't lost, she has a plan. She intentionally entered this nightmare dimension to confront the mastermind, Mouse Man, directly at the heart of his power. Talk about a grand entrance. In the middle of chaos, what's more dangerous than the enemy you can see? Perhaps it's a panicked ally with their finger on the trigger. After Wonder Woman and the rat monster vanish into the dark water, the Cat Squad and the survivors are left in a chilling silence. Panic begins to take over, and their brand new alliance is immediately put to the test. In a desperate move, the Cat Squad's commander fires blindly into the water, hoping to hit the unseen monster. Amidst the deafening gunfire, the little girl keeps muttering her mantra, "Mouse Man knows," which only frustrates the commander more. She turns, not to help, but to yell at the girl to stop talking, showing just how thin the line is between leadership and desperation. Right at the peak of this tension, Wonder Woman re-emerges from the depths, calm and without a single scratch. She returns not as a victim, but as a victor who has already finished her fight. While everyone is still panicking about what Mouse Man knows, Diana ends the chaos with one quiet, powerful sentence: "He does not know me." The battle in the subconscious has been won, and now Diana is ready to end the chaos in the real world. Chills. What does a hero do when his army has fallen and he's all alone? He stands, takes his very last arrow, and aims for the Queen. We return once again to the dark future, where Earth's heroes fight and lose against the gods of Olympus. This time, we witness the end of Oliver Queen, the Green Arrow. After defeating an entire army, he finds himself face to face with their leader, the Matriarch. With the last of his strength, Oliver lets his final arrow fly. It hits the Matriarch, but before he can see if his shot was successful, he feels an immense pain. A large, trident-like weapon has pierced his chest. It seems they struck each other at the exact same moment. Oliver Queen collapses, defeated by a single fatal wound. Lying on the verge of death, he mutters his final message, a terrifying prophecy meant for Diana. "Diana, you will be the last woman." Another piece of the grim future's puzzle has been revealed, adding even more weight to Wonder Woman's shoulders. After battling inner demons and real monsters, there's finally a moment to breathe. But peace in this world is just a brief pause before the true terror reveals itself. At the underground Cat Squad headquarters, the injured mother finally receives treatment. Diana, now stronger after escaping Mouse Man's mind trap, dismisses the mantra of fear that has haunted them. When the little girl says, "Mice have ears," Diana calmly replies, "But their ears are small." She is no longer afraid. However, that calm is immediately shattered when a horrifying video appears on screen. They see the main villain, Mouse Man, standing atop a cliff, delivering a speech to his captives. Cunningly, he twists the facts, portraying Wonder Woman's rescue mission as an illegal invasion and using it as justification for his atrocities. At the end of his hateful speech, Mouse Man unveils his terrifying power, shouting, "Mice have ears and Mouse Man knows!" Countless swarms of rats emerge from the shadows, ready to attack the helpless captives. Diana's personal battle may have ended, but the war to save everyone is just about to begin. Talk about a cliffhanger! How do you destroy a world's hope? The answer? You drop its greatest symbol from the sky. Once again, we see a final glimpse of a brutal future, where the gods have seemingly won the war. After Batman and Green Arrow, it's now Earth's mightiest heroes to face their end. We see the mighty Hawkman defeated, his wings ripped off atop a building, screaming his last futile resistance. Then the scene shifts to the most horrific moment. Superman's red cape is forcibly ripped away by an unseen enemy. The greatest symbol of hope for humanity has been stripped of its power. And then, there's silence. A small figure is seen falling helplessly among the towering skyscrapers. Capeless, powerless. Superman has fallen. It's the conclusion of this nightmare future, a final warning to Diana that in this war, even the strongest can perish, and perhaps she truly will be the last. Have you ever seen a goddess cry? This is what happens when a hero, after fighting so hard, is called a coward. Diana intends to leave to continue her personal mission, but the Cat Squad stops her. They need a hero to lead them, not a traveler just passing through. When Diana insists this isn't her war, their commander throws one word that pierces her right in the heart: coward. That accusation shatters Diana's defenses. With tears streaming down her face, Wonder Woman confesses everything. She admits that she is afraid, that she is undisciplined, and she blames herself for all the failures and deaths that have occurred. At the height of her sorrowful confession, she reveals her deepest wound, the feeling that she is unloved. This honest and painful confession melts the hearts of her allies. They finally see the woman behind the goddess. After pouring out all her burdens, Diana makes a heavy decision. She hands the baby she had been protecting to the Cat Squad's commander. She sacrifices her personal bond for the greater mission. "You take, you go," she says, choosing her destiny to fight for them all. Wow. What's the best way to deal with a group of armed fanatics who refuse to talk? You let them shoot first. Diana finally arrives at Mouseman's nest. She's greeted by the tyrant's loyal followers, a group of men who can only repeat a mantra of hatred. They don't want to answer questions, they just want to shoot. They unleash a hail of bullets, but it's all for nothing. When the gunpowder smoke clears, Wonder Woman stands tall without a single scratch, surrounded by a sea of bullet casings at her feet. With a cool and powerful gaze, she defeats them without even having to lift a finger in retaliation. Diana's strength and resolve in the present become the last hope for the future. As an epic conclusion, we see Superman, old and imprisoned, looking physically defeated. But when asked if he still has any hope, he just smiles and answers with 2 words: Wonder Woman. All the suffering, the battles, and the sacrifices Diana endures today are the trials that shape her into the one remaining hope for the entire universe. Now that's an ending. This is the end of a long journey. The moment you think you've safely reached your destination, you realize you've just walked into the biggest trap of all. Diana arrives at the cabin to pick up her friend, Emily. She tries to calm everyone, telling them she's here to help. However, a panicked scream from inside and the little girl's cry for help are signs that the real danger is right behind that door. Before we can see what's inside, we're thrown into a dark vision of the future. The war is over, and the main villain, the matriarch named Lysa, has won an absolute victory, conquering Themyscira and everything else. The vision of defeat that has haunted our heroes has become reality. Then we return to the present and see the source of it all. As Diana enters the cabin, she sees the friend she's been searching for, Emily, sitting comfortably right next to the matriarch. This entire rescue mission was a trap from the start. Diana didn't find a friend. She found the mastermind behind all her suffering. With that bitter and ironic realization, the comic ends, leaving us on the precipice of the greatest battle yet to come.